Tell me when to talk.
Well, I think you can probably talk now. Let me just
Well,
have to get out of that session and go back into the other one.
So we're in a new session now?
Yeah, I had to create a whole new one.
Anybody on besides us?
Hey, cool it over there. I'm just getting here.
Okay.
We got 13 people.
Okay.
Yeah, this is part 2.
Part 2, you guys.
Hang in there. We've only got 13 people. We're trying to get the URL out to everybody. The link, as
I
it
think they
were.
probably all left, John.
More than likely.
So no one will ever see this video, will they? Except
nope.
Right?
No, if you're watching us live, you're going to be one of the few people that get to see this
they
puppy.
will ever see it. Okay, and I don't think I'm going to go ahead and turn this into a Christmas painting too much. No one will see it, right?
Well, I don't know. I mean, that's what the whole premise was.
Yeah, but we're not going to leave it up.
Well, it depends. We can piece it together.
We said we couldn't.
I don't know what I can do until it's all over and I put the pieces and see what I have.
Okay. All right, so I'm still adding just some light here with the flat brush. I'm still adding this just in the front here. And I put my fence in like that, like this. And I just have the fence end right here. Don't think we have to have it going into the barn or anything. So that's fine. You can have the fence in here and then just always the white snow on top of the fence.
We're already up to 58, man. We're climbing fast. Spread the word out, people.
All right, so we're
back.
We're honestly,
despite
we don't need
YouTube, we can fight them, baby.
I don't know why it did that, so I'm just
there's no reason for it.
Because this is pretty much, you can see how easy this painting was to do, and then I'll just kind of add a bit of stain on some colors here on the snow, right? But I mean, I don't have to, just indicating some grass has come through. So if this is all you ever did was this, you'd have a pretty nice painting. Okay? And everybody pretty much can get behind that, right? Now I want to come up here with some gray right next to the house or the roof of this so that it's just clean that up a little bit. Okay. But that's kind of neat. I mean, that's a very nice winter scene, and I think I would paint all of this black. You could hang it like that for winter. And a little bit of shadow right here on the snow. Figure out where you're going to put some shadows. Once that's dry, you can do anything. But now I want to show you something that is going to blow your mind.
Already? Are we ready to blow minds?
Yeah, we are. So
that's basically done, right?
Yeah, it's basically done. They're just
that's what the original painting was that we were going to do.
That was what? But I thought, this is the holidays.
And we played around more.
I said, what could we do?
As often we do.
That would make this even more interesting. All right, I mean, that's pretty.
But
I like it. But
could it be prettier?
What if we did something like this?
Ooh, I like that.
Or something like this. Or even something like this. So you're decorating it. Some people don't want to decorate it, but you could, right?
We had a barn down the street that did that. Had big wreath like that on there.
Yeah, there are people that do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Vicky lives in
somewhere upstate.
I never remember where she lives, but she lives way up north. But she has a ranch, and
where it's cold.
Where it's cold and snows and stuff. And she probably has neighbors that decorate their barns. I don't know. I'll have to ask her. I kind of like this one. Now, isn't this interesting? Because when you talk about this one and this one,
what's the diff?
I like the dark sky. I like the lights. I like the little bit of the warmth in front of the barn, and turning all these windows into something bright. And we're going to put a window in here like that. A little bit of orange in it. And pulling just a little bit of light down that door. And this is so, I mean, it's so outrageously crazy, right? Isn't it? that we would take this painting and do this to it. Who's with me on this thing, right? You guys are with me, right?
Well, it's been, it's awesome. People like all the different options. Now
I'm going to take some white and
the one that Ginger will be painting with the moon will be also available to the orange members. The other two options will be available for our red and purple members.
so I'm going to say that this is, I'm going to stain the snow a little bit like this, a little bit of this yellow. And guess that's an orange, kind of a pale orange color. All right, let me just wipe that off. That's too much. A little bit of zinc white on that. And I'm going to say that this is the, going to come behind here like this. All right. And we'll take a tiny little brush and something with a better point on it. We're gonna, that had too much water on that brush. Put a little black on that. Okay. Now we haven't really done much to this yet so far. Then I want to take some, I think I said I was going to get that cad yellow light out. Have any more people found us?
Yep, we're up to 87.
7 people found us?
87.
Okay. Just,
Jeez. Yeah, 7 people. They bailed out on us, babe.
I'm telling you, this 7 people found us, right? Then somewhere there's a cad light up here somewhere. I don't know. That's not it. Well, there used to be a cad light somewhere in my world of paints. I don't know where it went. I'll just put white and yellow. I don't have it, so I'm going to just do, oh, there it is right there. Haha, got some here with a little white, okay? Got that? And it's mostly white paint with a little tiny bit of yellow in it, maybe a little oxide. Okay, now look. We're going to put some of this color here. Like that, not too much of it, and then over the fence post like that. Okay. Now, you can take, for the ease of that, I'm going to just dip the back of my brush in paint.
For those of you that are just joining us, we have to do a little rewind on this.
We froze up.
So yeah, the whole nation froze up down here in Texas. Will the
Okay.
desk calendars be available for Christmas? You betcha.
We have some calendars made. We just haven't
They
got
haven't
them
made. I
out
just
to
have to
you.
finish the
We'll show
wording
them to you in the
and
next newsletter.
very soon, very soon.
We have the calendars all made. We've been so busy, and we take off for California Wednesday for the.
And we thought we had we thought we had more time.
And we just
Somebody look at the
we just,
calendar right.
you know.
I don't know who that was.
So see what I'm doing? It's just taking the back of the brush. Just dipping it in the paint. Now, don't get them too big. If you get them too big, it'll look weird. And don't get them too perfect. They're strung along here, so some come down, some come up. Use sock folders to loosen up a little bit. Okay. Then I've got some on the fence here. I'll just do the yellow ones. I think the fence has to be darker. The fence post, you got to have the dark line in here. They won't show up. So that has to dry, but can do here like that, something like that, right? And then we've got this cute little Christmas tree that we're going to do. And remember, it's triangle shape, so we'll just take some ultramarine blue and yellow and make a dark green. A little magenta in it. So I got this really dark green color. We want to start up here, just about there. Tap it up, and then, it's going to go kind of figure out where your triangle goes. Okay. This, I'll put a little black in that. I want it a little bit darker. Then this one of those trees that's growing up. And out. Bring it all the way down to the snow. It's got to touch the ground. It's not dark enough. Okay, so I've got that there. Now, while that's drying, we'll do a couple more drawings, but while that's drying, we're going to do the shocking thing. Okay.
What are you going to do? Oh, no. All that. Oh. What color are you doing there?
This is Mars black.
Mars, boy, you're going for the pitch black of night.
Yeah, this will not, you don't have to do, if you're going to do that, then just paint that black. Don't do all the other stuff, right?
We just wanted to show you changed your mind. Would Ginger have an aversion to using metallic paint for something like the lights?
No, I think that might be fine. But I don't know if it would show up that much. I would do white first and then some sort of metallic gold or something. You could try it. If it doesn't work, you can always paint over it.
We can use that gold gesso.
Now I'm going to leave a little bit of an edge around the outside of the barn here. See that? You've got to leave the snow edge. And I'm out of paint, so let's see. Honest to gosh, that just so whacks me off that the blacks and the browns are such thick, heavy paint. And boy, they dry out quicker than anything because of course you never use them.
You don't use a lot of them.
Okay,
have a
thank
large
you.
clay
As I said, I
content.
squirted out like much more than I needed, but that's all right. I don't even care. I'm so annoyed. This Ginger in a tantrum squirting out too much paint. Too bad. I did it. So there. Now I actually have some paint on my brush. Yay. Okay. Now this is important how we're going to do this right here because we just put those trees in and then we lost them, right? You saw that, yeah?
We're hidden in the darkness.
So we're going to take a palette knife and we'll put them back. Kind of sneaky, huh? This only works if the paint's if you do the paint thin, it won't work. Here, let me just show you something. Let me show you. The paint has to be really thick. If you don't like what you've got, you can do it. But if the paint's not thick, this will not work. Okay? So I'll show you again. because we have light gray under here, see? There, see? And we got the, all right, good to know, right? Okay, here's some black paint here. Okay, so far you with me so far?
So
I'm not
far,
saying you'd want to do this even, but you could.
that's the whole point.
But you could, right? And then it looks really different, doesn't it? Now it almost looks Western, almost like a cowboy barn, Pam. Our Pam who lives in Arizona, our Arizona moderator Pam, who does all these, and Becky who does all these Western things. These are our Western artists. Okay, so let me just dry this. Do you have a thing you can show, John? Or maybe you could do another couple of videos or what? Do a couple drawings?
Oh wait, oh wait. Well, no, I can't do a drawing.
Well, I can
yeah.
do something else.
No. Give me the bucket. Give me the bucket. Give me the bucket. Give me the
Yeah,
bucket.
I give up. Here's the bucket, right?
I just do the fish drawings over here. I can mute you.
John's going
I
to mute
can.
me, and I'm going to dry this, all
You're not
right?
going to see me, so ha! There you go. You're muted. All right, I've taken over control once again. Okay, we're going to pick another drawing. We were on number 5, I think. Hold on a second. Let me bring up my official sheet. Fourth quarter, 1, 2, 3, 4, and yep, number 5 is going to, we'll have to do a recap. 595, control find, 595. Oop, that person has already won. Do another one. Only one to a customer. 269. Michelle Brandt. Michelle, you are picker number 5. Number 5 was a bullet for Michelle. So let's do a recap of where we are right now. We had 1 was Andrew. Number 2 picker will be Sharon Strait. Number 3 will be Yoshi. Number 4 is Wanda Spratt. And number 5 is Michelle Brandt. And number 6 is number 402. 402. Where's 402? Oh, pick again. I'm moving my last person right now. Let me bring you back. Let me just 434. I mean 234, 232, 43. So I'm dyslexic. Like the queen, huh? Pick again. When I say pick again, it means the person's already won and they had another entry. Number 5. Here we go.
Are you showing me yet?
Sally M is number 6. All right. So I'm up to 6, boss.
All right, we're up to 6. Okay. So those are the 6. Did you show the coffee painting we had?
I did not show anything extra that you may or may not decide to do because I didn't know where you
Here,
were.
we're going to be drawing for this painting also, the coffee and the beans.
So that'll be in the mix.
That will be in the mix. That will also be one we're going to be drawing for.
So that'll be number 7.
That'll be number 7. But before you decide which painting you want, you also have that's a little 8x8 coffee and the coffee beans. So that's one of the extra paintings because you guys were so wonderful. And then the other thing we're going to be drawing for is, you see these little purses?
No. Oh, yes.
They're little makeup bags.
Or what else you want to put in them?
Or what else you want to put in them. And this is a painting I had. This is one of my paintings on here. We had it printed on. We were just trying out how that would work. And remember, some of you remember this one. So we're going to be drawing. Someone will be winning one of those too. So we have the nail polish and the roses and the lipstick. So those will be the two little bags that we'll be drawing for also. So all right, you see what I've done so far. Now, one of the things that what changed on this barn now was that this is more blue-gray. So now we're talking about Payne's gray, which is, of course, I don't have that sitting out here. No, of course not. Why would I have it sitting out here? The Payne's gray color, which I thought I had sitting out here. Well, this is just...
You had Payne's gray earlier.
Ah, I have it. Here it is. Okay, I don't have a lot left, but here's some Payne's gray. Okay, so the reason we want Payne's gray is ultramarine blue and white. So what we're going to be mixing, okay, is white and a little Payne's gray, because it's a kind of a blue-gray. See that? And we're going to come over this barn like this, and we're going to, all the trouble we went to get it like that, but we're going to kind of stain it like this. We'll let some of the white show, but like that, and then we're going to come down here like this and say that this barn is a little bit gray, and then we want some gray shadow in here, and then the other place we want some gray is back in here in the horizon under the fence, because it's dark back here because it's night. So we changed everything. Changed the time of day. Yes and yes. We said that this was darker. Yeah. We said it was darker over here. It's a little bit darker right there. Okay. So now see how we changed it? And then we changed some of this gray in here too. So I'm going to put a little water on the brush, because I'm just going to stain all this. I'm just going to put a little water on the brush right here and just sort of stain this this gray in front. Okay, and then maybe over here too. I want that a little bit. I don't want anything light over here. See, so this is a good lesson in values, because when the time of day changes, everything changes. Okay, everything. So now we're going to do, and I'm very curious. I don't know how John's going to put these together. I'm afraid no one will see it or ever comment once this is over. When we lose it, we lose the whole video when we do something like this. But I'm going to go ahead, using just the corner of my brush. I'm going to put some balls on the tree, lights. Take a little bit of yellow. And one of the things I want to do is that nothing shows up. Wherever there's a light, there's a dark. So, right? So this fence post, in order for these little lights to show up, you have to have a fence for them to sit on, right? Right? So you have to make sure that that's dark enough for them to see. All right. So then we've got some snow on top of it, like that. And then let's see, we've got probably some cad yellow light. We're just going to say we've got some light, some white in there. We've got some of these balls showing here, some white lights. This should be white. This is too yellow. All right, so then we've got to do, probably we should do a little bit of the orange color, cadmium orange, and go around here like this. And kind of circle these lights with the orange. We've got a little bit there, but you want to put a little of that orange color. They won't look glowy. So probably from 3 to 7 o'clock, you want to just have that orange color. Doesn't have to, there you go. And the same thing went over here like this. I'm just going to, probably it would be easier now that I'm done it a little bit, maybe to just paint them orange and then white on top. But anyway, that's okay. The same thing here. You see how this really shows up now? Then I'll take some red and put some reds, put a few little red balls in here. Probably some burgundy because they're darker because they're further back. So maybe you wouldn't want them that bright. Okay. And now let's try to do a little bit of the kind of the yellow white on these.
If I were to paint both the day and night versions, would I use a palette knife for both the night sky?
No, you would just use
the night is smooth.
The night would be smooth.
Smooth night.
The night would be smooth. And it's just sort of interesting. I mean, it's an interesting idea, isn't it? Because really, when you think about it, it's sort of a screwy thing to do. To just, I just thought that, not everybody, this time of year, some people are still into the holidays and other people are not into the holidays. And, that, and what you're into really matters, right? So.
I'm not sure how much the texture would show up in the blackness.
Yeah. I don't think it adds anything. The texture wouldn't add anything, I think. I'm going to go over. The other thing you could do with the white would be the Posca pen for the white on these too. Your Posca pen is very white. Let's do a little bit of the yellow in the tree.
What's that little brush you're using right now?
That is the Bristol on 00.
Oh, a little pointy guy?
Yeah, it's got a nice stiff thing to it. Here's I want to just do a. And just do a little bit of the, kind of widen this fence post up a little bit. Whoops. That's a little bit too. I don't want to not have these fence posts in here. I'm making these darker now. They're a lot darker than they were in the other one. So I would darken these up. See, like that. And this is the other thing that kind of gets darker. There's a shadow right here, right in here, and it's darker here because, not that dark, but it's not quite that dark. Goes back this way like that. Okay. And you could, if you wanted to, now you wouldn't have to, but you could, for instance, just suggest a couple of these trees being closer. Just to kind of put them there. And the orange, the orange and yellow around the lights, I'm kind of rushing through this, and I'm sorry. You will do a much better job, I'm sure, than I'm doing. because you really want the glow around these lights. And you want some glow around this Christmas tree, too. And then it had a beautiful star on it.
For those of you that may have just stumbled across us, this is a 12 by 12 canvas. Then we started off with a day scene in the winter and going to night.
So then have a little bit of a light coming back into here like this, and a little bit of white and yellow on the window. That's one of the little tricks here. Wipe the brush off and manage our snow a little better. But, you know, you can see where you've got some really good contrast. Now, the trick is to get that white and that light white yellow here in front of this. And then you've got the rest is sort of orange. Now I'm going to take that and just come up here and put my moon in. Okay. And now you could use a toothbrush. I'm going to put some of the bigger stars in. Do we have a black frame, John?
I don't think so. I don't think black. I'd have to check my
I think we
vast
have a gold or
inventory.
something. We have a square frame, though, don't we?
Yeah, I believe we do, but I think it's gold.
Well, gold would be pretty.
We don't have black. I don't remember what we have.
Well,
Somebody needs to clean up the studio during the holiday season.
just some random stars. You don't need them too big or too many. You're not trying to take away from all the rest of this. Then there's a little bit of this kind of gold color right here on the roof like that. And then I want a little bit darker shadow under the tree. And there's a little bit of this brown on this side of the house now. Just a little bit more like that because we changed the time of day. And if you see what we're doing here, this is kind of fun. I'm sort of curious about the comments on this because I think as I got up a little bit higher here, I got these too big, so I'm just going to make them smaller. Got a little carried away with my lights up here, so I'm kind of making them a little smaller.
You were having fun.
And going to take a little bit of zinc white, no paint on the brush, and soften up that orange. I don't want it that bright. The zinc white will soften that up. See that?
A little smudgy brush action.
Yeah, just a little smudgy brush action. And this has got to be a little bit grayer here. Maybe there's a little bit of a shadow in the snow under this. Okay. So, now interestingly, I see where, remember I told you I had to have a star up here and it doesn't showing up at all? Let me show you a trick. We're gonna make that orange around the star a little bit. And dry that. And then I'll do it with a Posca pen. A Posca pen's really white, so it'll show up. The other thing, I'll use here's the white Posca pen I put somewhere there. Now this would be what, you know, maybe a pen that, like a silver pen would be good. See how the star shows up now because of the Posca pen's good for a few stars too. And then one thing, let's see, I'm going to see that you know how you can shape your moon? You can come up here with a Posca pen. If you didn't quite get the shape you wanted. Ah, look at that, man. That's pretty good. And then I'm going to do one more thing, and I need the frame from you, and then we're going to do a couple more drawings for paintings. Okay.
Sounds good to me, boss.
Well, I got these balls a little bit too big in the tree, Christmas tree. So we're gonna just do a little bit of a.
Tone them down a bit.
We're gonna curate them. Okay. I just had a little bit too many, and there. Okay. Then I want a little bit of the orange on here. John's looking for that. Get a little bit of the orange on the edge of this post in here too, because it's picking up the color from in here. Right? Everybody's with me on that. And then where did I put that black Posca pen? Here. Well, where'd the black one go? I just had that one. I just had that one. Where on earth did I put the black one? The water? No, surely not. Well, shoot, you guys. Just, where did I put it? I don't know where I put it.
One of the stuffy staff ran off.
Well, it just, things disappear on me, you know. I feel like the nights I've been sabotaged. Big time. Where's my little brush, too? But the little one I had. The tiny one. I had a tiny brush, I had a little brush.
These are just disappearing.
I give up.
The little blue handled brush.
Yeah, where did that go?
That's right here. That I found.
Where's that? Okay, I can use that. I can get by without a Posca pen here. I just wanted to put the cross pieces in the window. There we go. We got that right. And now this is where like a gold Posca pen up here would be good for the star. And also, if you're having trouble making the circles, Posca pens are perfect for that too. So there's no reason why you should ever sweat the small stuff. Now, where'd the frame go, you?
Right in the garbage.
Right, where?
In the garbage.
Oh, yeah, look at that. So here's a, oh, black, you found a black frame. Look at this, you
Well,
guys.
I had to go out and get it, but I found it for you.
Wow, look at
The things I
this, you
do for
guys.
you.
Look at this.
I'm not going to back up a little bit.
Look at that.
That's zooming in. That zoom me out.
So
oh, that looks nice. Look at that.
We started with
The daylight scene.
we started with this, and we painted that all the way through. That's on the part A, okay? And then we finished with this, because if some of you might have wanted a holiday scene, some of you might not. But don't you love acrylics because you can change your mind? And then for our for our orange members, this reference will be up at our orange members, you know. And then for our red and purple members, you could also have done it like this.
There's a big wreath in it.
Or with a big wreath and kept it all in the neutrals and just kept it like that. Or maybe even like that, more western sky with the light blue and the trees showing and the more stars and the sparkling on the snow. You know, all the sparkly stuff on the snow and the little light string of lights. So many different ways you could paint this.
And they'd all be great.
And they'd all be great. Why wouldn't they be great? They'd all be great. You betcha, they'd all be great. And I can see where my little balls are not showing up at all.
Oh, I need to put them in white and put a nice yellow over them.
Yeah, all right, but you get the idea. And before I sign this, I'm going to do a drawing for how many?
You have to do number 7.
Number 7. So number 7. All right, so you ready for this? Because remember, for those of you who came in late, we're doing the drawing for the quarter for these wonderful paintings. For the reindeer and the cattails and the 2 kids on a log and the penguins and the holiday or the Mediterranean box. We've got Michigan House, and then we added the coffee. All right, and then we've also got these darling little bags. That's where my paintings on it. We had it printed on there. These little bags. We were experimenting to see what it would be like. You can just little makeup bags. So one's with the nail polish and roses, and the other's with the lipstick. We'll be drawing for those two, and these will be given away in the order that your name was called. So if you had the first ticket called, then you have first choice and so forth of what you want to win, what you'd like sent to this. And these all have certificates of authenticity, and they'll be sent out right away.
Provided we can do it.
Yeah, we'll do our best. If you do not get your address to us tonight or tomorrow, we have to have your address by tonight or tomorrow, or it won't go out until we get back.
When you say tomorrow,
Tuesday.
By noon.
By noon tomorrow, or they won't
Central
go out
time.
for 3 weeks, okay?
They won't go out until we get back after the first of the year.
All right, so...
so this is for the number 7 painting.
Yeah, so its last numbers are 372.
372. Debbie Middleton.
Oh, all right, Debbie. Now, awesome. That's lovely. And speaking of gifts, who sent it? What was the name of the lady? Did you mention that at the Santas?
Susan Doyle.
Susan Doyle sent us two beautiful Santas that look just like John and I, and they sing, but we just didn't have time to show them tonight. We will show them when we get back. So thank you, Susan.
We'll let you know we got them, and we're going to try to do something special with them.
So that was 7, and 8 is 506.
Okay, now the next 2 are going to be for the canvas little bags.
For the canvas bags. 508.
Hold on a second.
Anybody for 508?
5088. Pick another.
All right, we got to 531.
531. 531. Pick another.
287.
287. Carmen Moore.
Carmen Moore. All right, Carmen. So you have a choice of first choice of one of the little bags, and then the next one is 558.
558. Sandy Long.
Sandy Long. All right, congratulations. Now I'm going to draw two more for we're going to draw two more for $50 of downloadable lessons. Your choice, $50 of downloadable lessons.
$50 worth of downloadable.
Yeah, for, worth of downloadable lessons. And you can go to gingercookondemand.com and pick out your lesson, and so it'd be the lessons, one or more lessons. So 361.
361. That's Jules.
Jules. All right, nice.
Download.
Okay, so that Jules, you have your choice of a downloadable lesson, up to $50. And 224.
224. Leanne Cunningham.
What was her name?
Leanne.
Leanne Cunningham. All right, so Leanne, you can go up to Ginger Cook on Demand.
$50 credit.
$50 credit for a downloadable lesson, or one or more, depending on what you pick. They're all different prices.
Yep.
Let's do one more. 571. It's Christmas. Let's do one more.
571. Pick another one. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Yeah, pick another one.
031. Oh, rather 0231.
0231. So I need 231.
231.
I only need 3 digits, lady.
Okay, 231. Okay, 231.
Jeez, oh, Pete. That's going to Teent.
Teens, okay, all right. And if you notice that Teens painting was featured in today's Gazette, along with Janani from India, who lives clear in India, and she's sending us the painting. She painted a painting of John and I, and is mailing it to us. And just out of the goodness of her heart, she's one of our Academy members. And if you want to see who's being featured every week in the Gazette, you better be posting your Academy paintings or your acrylic lounge paintings. Either send them in for pack or post them on the Facebook page. And so that's who I pick, is from those two places to put in the Gazette each week. We'll put up to 4. So maybe next week we'll be featuring your painting, because the Gazette is free. And it's always gives you an idea of what we'll be painting, and it's news, and it's always filled with great news. So you want to be sure to subscribe and make sure that you're checking your spam folder for that. All right, so this was a fabulous day. I will sign this this painting. Maybe next holiday I'll give this one away. What do you think, John?
Provided we can find it.
Provided we can find it, right? So I'm going to just sign it right here. And thank you all for hanging out there with us and finding us after we lost that. Remember, the tribute to Cinnamon will be
I'll release that once we get done here.
Once that'll be released, once we get down here, like that, it'll be released. And let's see, what was this painting now? This is what we're doing now. This is how we turned that painting into this. And I hope you really had fun tonight with this. And we know we had fun with you. And listen, happy holidays. And we'll see you for another show, but it will be a premiere.
Yeah, the next, let's do a quick recap of the schedule. This is our last live show for the year. But we will have 2 more premieres for the year. Then we take a big section off to rebuild the studio because it's a disaster zone. And we will be live again on January 5th.
Yeah, but we have 2 more YouTube premieres coming next Monday and the Monday after that, 5:30 Central. be sure to
It'll
be
be the
there.
8th and the 15th.
Yeah, so it's going to be hard. If you comment on this video, John, do you have to take them down and put them all back up?
Afraid so.
We will lose your
If you want to make them into one piece.
I don't see how we can't do that. I don't know. So just check back with us. Your comments are appreciated, and a lot of people are never going to see this video otherwise.
This is one of those rare birds.
Yeah, we're just sort of all went south. But I hope you had fun with this, and we'll happy holidays, and love you guys, and thanks for hanging out. Bye.
Bye, everyone.